Good morning. The second example on ladder friction. I'll read the question. A uniform ladder 24-meter long weighs 40 Newton 40. It is placed against a vertical wall at an angle of 60 degrees with the ground. How far along the ladder can a 160 Newton weight man climb before the ladder is on the verge of slipping? Angle of friction at all contact surfaces is 15 degrees. So in this example, there is a uniform ladder. It is 24-meter long. So it is 24-meter long ladder, and it is inclined at 60 degrees. So this inclination is 60 degrees with the ground. A man of weight 160 Newton is climbing the ladder. So the self weight of the ladder is given as 40 Newton. So self weight will be acting at the center. The self weight of the ladder is 40 Newton, and another man of his weight is 160 Newton. So he is climbing the ladder. We don't know how far he will be able to climb. A man of weight 160 Newton is climbing here. You are asked to find out how, when he climbs, let it be x, it will be at a distance x from the point A, from the bottom. When he is at a distance x, the ladder slips due to his weight and this self weight. When this distance he reaches a particular height, the ladder slips. You are asked to find out what is this distance. Any other thing is given? You are given angle of friction. You are not given the coefficient of friction. You are given angle of friction. Angle of friction phi is 15 degrees. Is there any relation between angle of friction and coefficient of friction? We know the coefficient of friction mu. Yes, in the first video we have defined the related terms, and from there we have rewrite the coefficient of friction mu is equal to nothing but tan phi. So mu is equal to tan 15, and mu will be working out to 0.267. So it's an indirect way of specifying the coefficient of friction. We are given angle of friction. These are the data given. We have to find out the distance x. So as early as any problem in any of the analysis in statics or in friction, we have to draw the free body diagram first. So draw the free body diagram. So we are marking the surfaces, the two floor and wall surface I have shown. The ladder is shown. So first one is at the center of gravity of this ladder, at the center of gravity of the ladder, or at the center, the self weight W 40 Newton. That point I am marking as a G. And I don't know how much is the distance. I will mark the man 160 Newton. Another weight 160 Newton. This distance we have given as x. So the weight is acting at center. So this is 12 meter, and this remaining distance is also 12 meter. Okay, I will mark this point as B. Contact between wall, contact between floor A, B, C. Now, in the free body diagram, first we have marked W, then we have marked the man's weight 160, and what else? The normal reaction here. The normal reaction RA, the normal reaction RB, perpendicular to the surfaces. Then friction. What about the frictional force? When the ladder slips, it goes towards right. So the frictional force here, Fa, is equal to mu Ra. The top end comes down, so the frictional force acting up. So the frictional force mu Rb, that is Fb, friction at B, mu Rb. So this is the free body diagram. This is the free body diagram of the ladder. And not all the forces. Now let us write sigma Fx0, Fy0, moment about any point is equal to 0. Sigma Fx0, Rb towards right, mu Ra towards left, minus mu Ra is equal to 0. Equation 1. Then sigma Fy is equal to 0. Vertical equilibrium, considering the vertical equilibrium, Ra acting up, mu Rb acting up, minus 40 minus 160 is equal to 0. Or we will get Ra plus mu is point, you have written earlier, 0.267. Ra plus 0.267 Rb is equal to 200, equation 2. Equation 1 is Rb minus 0.267, and I write Ra first, minus 0.267 Ra plus Rb is equal to 0. That is equation 1. So equation 1 and equation 2 contains Ra, Rb, Ra, Rb. Two simultaneous equations. Solve 1 and 2. Solve between 1 and 2. Solve the simultaneous equations. You will get Ra 186.92. And Rb 49.9. Okay, so there are two equations in Ra and Rb. Solving the two equations, we will get Ra as well as Rb. Now what is the question? We want to find out this distance x. We are interested in that distance x. So take the third equation, sigma m about any point, I take moment about A and equal to 0. So Rb into BC, Rb into BC, perpendicular distance, plus mu Rb into this CA, two clockwise moments. Then this W, so let it be D, W into dA, that is minus because it produces anti-clockwise, W into dA, this is the line of action, so this is the perpendicular distance. Then this force, DE, let me give E, this is A, minus 160, here W I put 40, it's at 40 dA, 160 into EA is equal to 0. Now put all these, find out all these distances. What is BC? BC is equal to this horizontal, this distance, inclined distance is 24, this angle is 60, so BC is equal to 24 sin 60. Because sin 60 is equal to this angle is 60 degrees. Sin 60 equal to BC by 24. So BC is equal to 24 sin 60. Then CA. CA is equal to 24 cos 60. Then what about AD? This is 12. So but the remaining distance GA is also 12. DA is equal to 12 cos 60. And what about EA? EA is equal to, this is x, so cos 60 is equal to EA by x. Cos 60 is equal to EA by x. So EA is equal to x cos 60. So these three can be computed. This is unknown because x is an unknown term. Substitute in this expression. Substitute here. This is the equation 3. Substituting all the values of the distances in 3. RB we have already got. 49.9 into BC 24 sin 60. 24 into 0.867 plus mu. The value of mu is 0.267. 0.267 RB 49.9 into CA. CA is 24 cos 60. 24 cos 60 is CA is 24 cos 60, that is 12. 24 cos 60, 12. Then minus 40 into 6 minus 160 into x into cos 60 is 0.5 is equal to 0. Solving this, you will get x is equal to 11.96 meter. So when the man is not reaching up to the center, even if you mark this on the other side, you will get the same result. Okay, so I have marked it below the center. The answer is also, it is just below the center of the ladder. Even if you mark above it, you will get the same result. Thank you.